coffee before that one. I'm not sure which. As Moore plays that one down the board.
It was certainly loud enough in here.
Oh my goodness. Drew sends that forward. Lemke. Yeah, after one of those school day games, it usually takes 3 or 4 days to get my hearing back.
Yeah, and Hamilton now running 2 school day games, one for the public, one for the Catholic board.
Yes, that many school kids in Hamilton, they've all got to get here.
Yep.
We got to make it happen. As the puck will get thrown on, Fulcher kicks it away. Mckenzie tried to play that one through, and that is Brett Mckenzie, formerly of the North Bay Battalion. Friend, runs through Arthur Kaliev as the rookie met the wall. Mckenzie sends that in front. Kaliev's back to his feet, by the way. Doesn't look any worse for wear.
Yeah, he got caught looking ahead a little bit.
Sound line. Thomas around the edge. Laid it out front, but nobody was there. Moore was following. Back the other way. 3-on-3. Working wide to it and putting the brakes on was Jonah Gadjovich. Back to the line. Friend's shot. Blockered away by Caden Fulcher. Lemke up the boards. Thomas got a piece of it. Friends drive again. That one leaked through, but out the opposite side. Gadjovich to Mckenzie, and they score. Brett Mckenzie with a bullet through Caden Fulcher. It's a 1-1 game.
Well, this all starts off a clearing pass by Ryan Moore. He kind of did a no-look to the blue line. Jacob Friend kept it in, and for the next 15 to 20 seconds, the attack kept the pressure on. The puck eventually found its way to Brett Mckenzie, who pots the goal and ties this game at 1.
And Norm, this is what Owen Sound can do. When you look at their depth chart.
4 shorthanded goals.
I thought I saw the official make a motion for boarding, but in the end, it is a 2-minute penalty either way. Caden Fulcher back to handle it. Brett Mckenzie down the rink. Can't interrupt Fulcher. Now Studenic with it. Across center red for Rob Thomas, who's got a stride. Pulls up. Strome just couldn't get good composite to it. Studenic lays it off the boards. Gleason across, couldn't quite make the play.
Thomas has looked much livelier here this afternoon already, Reed.
Absolutely, he is right in the play. Phillips comes around the back of the net. Nice play to get the puck on forward for Mckenzie. Now Camano with a nifty little move through a pair. Stillman's onside, lifting it along for Mckenzie Entwistle. All the way around the back for Arthur Kaliev. Kaliev slows things down. Now to the middle of the line, Riley Stillman throws it through the crowd. Nobody was able to get a stick to that. It would have been high, I think, anyway.
Had some traffic though in front of the net, which is good. That's Coach John Gruden's looking for that from his team. Tricky when you got the man advantage, and his second unit seems to be a little more traditional, air quotes, in its operation on them when they have the power play.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Norm. They're much more in that style of the almost an umbrella overload as opposed to that standard umbrella that you see a lot of teams play now.
Or in layman's terms, the big defenseman at the...
Out high, Cade Landry delays, goes across the rink for Sage, and it was partially blocked on the way through.
What a pass by Landry to see that seam. He paused just a second and then split the offensive zone to find Kaliev.
Cade Landry is an extremely heady defenseman. As Lyle tosses that one back into the offensive end.
Yeah, a bit of an underrated acquisition that came over in a swap, part of a package. He and TJ Fergus going the other way. And that trade's worked out well for both teams.
I was just going to say, that's one of those traditional hockey trades that worked out for both sides. As Nick Mattinen and Jonah Gadjovich stack up. Rob Thomas starting out of his own zone. Thomas brings the puck ahead, wraps it around the boards, has Ryan Moore there. Moore pulls it off the dasher. Now Thomas out in front. Kaliev couldn't get it to go. Second chance, and Mckenzie's there to interrupt him. Poked loose by Ryan Moore, up the board. Stillman will step in. Kaliev plays it through for Moore. His shot blocked on the way through by Cameron. Moore's wraparound that got off of Lafreniere. And the attack will have to lift that one off the board. As off the draw, Strome not able to pull that away. Grew starts out. Working wide, Gadjovich for Friend, who stepped in, and that's taken away. Now Mckenzie Entwistle. Entwistle working it on for Strome.
They were looking for the same play that got them the goal.
Lemke steps in, and that one again in and out of the glove of Olivier Lafreniere.
There are some rebounds to be had in front of Lafreniere. Puck man advantage. They had just one shot on the first one.
Puck is sent all the way down the rink. Gleason will go back.
We haven't really seen them get set up and have a cohesive offensive set on either man advantage for any sustained time.
Puck is knocked into the offensive zone by Matt Strome. Brandon Sagen follows it. Shushko is there. Studenic back to the line. Gleason plays it through for Sagen. Touch the middle of the ice for Strome. Rang the goalpost.
Great puck recovery, though, for Hamilton on that, and they're almost rewarded.
Sagen will pick that one back forward. Studenic flies into the offensive zone. Puck hit the official. Stays alive. Strome tried to play it through two, but the attack weren't having any. As Suzuki will bring this forward away from Nick Camano. Nick Suzuki across the line for Hancock. Plays it back. Mckenzie steps down, and that one off the body of Connor Walters.
And Mckenzie was the player who had the disallowed goal in the first period for Owen Sound based on an offside.
Hancock had the puck poked away initially. It's rolled up the board. Suzuki and Camano run into one another. And now Rob Thomas springs ahead. Working on the forward. Shushko got his skates in the way of the puck.
You're going to be a forward playing the point. You got to be able to defend players like Rob Thomas. Nice job by Shushko.
Mckenzie across for Gadjovich. Jonah Gadjovich steps down and scores. Oh, a laser beam. And Jonah Gadjovich on the power play ties this game at 1. That'll be his 17th goal in just his 30th game of the season.
He just steps down here, the left-handed shot on the off wing, and just snaps it in full charge, just catching the inside post. Great placement on that shot by Gadjovich. Power play goal to tie this game at 1.
He's just one of those incredible talents that will soon be coming to an NHL rink near you. As Phillips.
Might be hard to crack that Vegas lineup now.
Yeah, that is still puzzling me right from the very beginning. Be a top-end team, have some of that luck at times. As Mckenzie Entwistle strides his way ahead. Strome took something up high, and there's a penalty coming. It was behind the play.
I didn't see it. I was watching the Hamilton gain the offensive zone, and it was very much behind Owen Sound power play.
Gadjovich is out of the box. He's got the puck on his stick. Lemke sweeps it away. Great saving play from the captain. And now the puck's ahead for Mckenzie Entwistle. Isaac Nurse joining 2-on-1. Entwistle for Nurse. They score! Isaac Nurse! Tied my tongue in a knot.
And it's a shorthanded goal for Hamilton. They've only got 7 this year.
Well, puck pops right out. Gadjovich in front, and they score! Right back at you. Kevin Hancock evens the game on the power play. It's his 18th of the season, and we're right back to level. And a sly little grin there from Coach John Gruden.
Well, Fulcher got away with one earlier handling the puck, and this time a little bit of a miscommunication behind the net, and he can't get himself back in the net in time, and Hancock ties this game at 2.
And Hank put a guy on the seat of his pants.
On a power play that's 2 for 2 this afternoon.
Shushko down to Mckenzie around the back. It's all the way back for Suzuki, and that one went wide. Shushko will settle it down for Suzuki. Hancock is to his right. Hancock has the puck. Save made by Fulcher. Rebound is battled
at 2.
Scrambled draw. Isaac Nurse will take the puck away, and Nurse will spring forward with Brandon Sagen 2-on-1. Nurse for Sagen. Save made by Lafreniere.
Great stop. Lafreniere read that the whole way. Read that Nurse was thinking pass first.
He looked at that and said, I've seen this movie before. Suzuki goes all the way around. Gadjovich ran a pick without actually running a pick. That was a great play by Jonah Gadjovich. And now it'll come loose to Sagen, who will toss it down the rink.
All 4 penalty killers get a chance to change for Hamilton as well. That's huge. There's a long change in the second period. Owen Sound, by the way, Reed, plus 12 goal differential in the second period. That's 6 in the OHL. So they're good with the long change.
They seem to like it, yeah. As Brett Mckenzie back in behind his own goal. It goes against my theory that nobody likes the long change.
Speaking, probably should have beat those squads.
Thank you very much, Laura. We're working on a mystery up here, and I'm trying to find my Sherlock Holmes cap, as Marino Morrow has been on the ice for the Owen Sound attack. As Gadjovich comes around the back.
Yet he's not listed.
Puck bouncing to the front of the goal.
On either OHL in the Hamilton, in the Owen Sound lineup, on either Hamilton.
Thomas steps around the edge. Pinned into the boards was Brandon Sagen. Puck gets laid back to the line. Gleason across for Thomas into a little bit of space. Thomas spinning away from Mckenzie. Gleason couldn't get a clean touch on it. That'll be turned over to Cade Robinson. Robinson the other way with Mckenzie catching up. Mckenzie couldn't handle it cleanly. Puck will be batted back down low by Lyle. Bulldogs avoid what could have been a disaster there. Gleason gets away from Mckenzie onto Ryan Moore. Moore in traffic, feeds on to Rob Thomas. Thomas steps straight down the middle, went up over the top, came out the other side. No Bulldog there to pick it up, but there's Camano. On to Moore. Back for Camano. He and Moore tried the exchange. The long reach of Shushko got in the way. Camano battles through Phillips' check. Phillips back down to the ice. Shushko can't get it cleanly. Now Stillman across. Thomas back against the grain. Moore pulls it back to the outside. Goes against for Thomas. Thomas around Lyle. Leaves it in behind the goal for Camano. Camano circles and whistles in front. Backside for Moore. It got knocked away by Shushko, or he would have had the open net.
Great play by Shushko.
Camano's shot rolls wide.
What a momentum changer this could be in this hockey game.
Hanley throws it to the line, but it won't get past Hancock. Suzuki works to the middle of the line. Brett Mckenzie steps down.
Head checking is the call.
Hancock out high.
And a 5-minute major at that. No announcement of a misconduct, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they sent him down if there's no misconduct.
Yeah, there'll still be 2 minutes left in the period when his penalty expires.
Mckenzie on for Suzuki. Fires it wide of the goal. Robert Thomas is going to skate after it. Gets run off by Mckenzie, but gets the puck down the rink. So 5-minute major. If the term is new to you, it means the Owen Sound attack can score as many times in 5 minutes as they want or can without the man advantage expiring. As Suzuki across, Mckenzie has it blocked down. Mckenzie back out high. Hancock left it behind. He'll circle onto Suzuki. Nick Suzuki's shot. That was blocked on the way through. Mckenzie pulls it through. There's Hancock, Suzuki. Hancock once more. Delays, fires. Stop made by Fulcher. Hanley gets there, shovels it all the way down the ring. I'm still confused on that as to why that he was sent down the tunnel if there's no misconduct added on. As Gadjovich has that one run through. Hanley gets to it, gets it out of the zone. We're under 2 minutes left. Hancock shovels it along. Suzuki drops it back. Shushko for Hancock. Finds an open man in Gadjovich to the middle. Knocked away by Camano. Puck gets to the line but not out. Shushko kept it alive. Mckenzie had that knocked away, but it came to Suzuki. Hancock through the crowd. He scores. In front. Tip may have come from Jonah Gadjovich. It's a 3-2 Owen Sound lead, and they remain on the power play for another minute and 32 seconds.
If it's Hancock, it's going to be his second of the period. As Hamilton got a little more aggressive, you start to see Camano and Thomas starting to put a little bit more puck pressure on. And it was tipped in front of the net. Suzuki?
I think it's Gadjovich.
And that'll be Gadjovich's second of the period as well. No, we talked about how Owen Sound like second periods. And they're outscoring Hamilton 3-1 so far in this one.
So Gadjovich picks up his 18th of the season, and the Bulldogs still have to kill off another minute and a half of the major penalty.
And that has quieted this very large crowd here on a Family Day matinee at First Ontario Centre.
Shushko lays it back for Brett Mckenzie. He brought the puck in. I thought he was offside as that one got up into his body. Puck rolls around in front. Hancock, his shot deflected.
To you with the call.
Thank you very much, Laura, and a big thank you to the Hamilton Bulldogs organization for some kind words that were just sent out through the arena. It is my 100th OHL Bulldogs game here, and Norm, I'm honored to be able to share it with you. I've wanted to call hockey in my hometown since I was 5 years old.
It's fantastic, Reed, and it's fun to be alongside. I feel a little bit odd since you got to start with my alter ego, Troy Islikar, calling these games first and foremost. I almost feel like the understudy, the stand-in, since you and Troy have such a long history. But pleasure to be here with you, and congrats on reaching 100 games. You got a few to catch me, buddy.
Oh, I know, yeah. I was trying to add yours up as Landry steals and walks his way in.
Got to get some shots on goal in that area right there that Landry had.
Nick Suzuki steps in, and he'll flash.
Owen Sound that's very disciplined, very hard to break down.
Mckenzie Entwistle throws this one across. I'm being told it was Aaron Walsh, the PA announcer here in the First Ontario Centre, that made that happen there at the second intermission for me. And thank you, Aaron, a pseudo member of our broadcast team. If it's not our voices you hear, it's his from downstairs.
No, Aaron's one of the good guys.
Is he ever? As Mckenzie has that one tied up. Across for Friend.
And much like a tennis match, as much as Hamilton's going to try to get this puck into the Owen Sound zone and start to get behind their defense.
Sarchuk rattles one to the front of the goal. Sponge puck. As Rob Thomas brings that across for Ryan Moore.
I have to wonder what John Gruden's message to his team was in between periods. He's talked about.
Ryan Moore on the giveaway. Thomas tries to park that in front. Second chance is drilled on goal as Ben Garrigan is right now joining Moore and Thomas, and they're creating a little bit of havoc.
What a recovery there though by Owen Sound. That looked like it was a tying goal.
Puck comes loose again. Thomas tried to shovel it along. Garrigan stuck his stick in there but couldn't get the puck loose. Gadjovich across the line. It'll be dropped back along. Thrown wide of the goal by Trenton Bork. Rob Thomas turns it back for Ben Glue.
Too cute with the puck. You just got to get it in deep, work your forecheck. It's not pretty, but it's what works. And then they turn the puck over just inside the offensive zone.
Lemke along to Ryan Moore. Moore stops up. Lays it across for Arthur Kaliev. Puck is played to the line. Brett Mckenzie will take it. And the Bulldogs are having to cover up a bit here as Mckenzie throws it on. Fulcher has to battle that away.
Unassisted goal by Hancock, and now Hamilton is just having real trouble getting organized here. Attack now still second in the OHL in shorthanded goals with 15.
It would have been 4-on-3 up the ice, but Kaliev got thrown off by Phillips. Ben Gleason back to get it. Bulldogs need one, and they need one in a hurry. Gleason couldn't continue possession. Gadjovich won't beat Rob Thomas to the puck. Thomas turns the corner. He'll race ahead. Thomas pulls to the middle of the ice. Lays it back for Walters, along to Gleason, who bats it out of the air to himself. Backside for Ryan Moore, and it's not clean. Puck comes along to Sapula and out of the zone. Rob Thomas wants the puck. He'll get it now through a pair of attack players on to Strome. Strome circles back. Lays it through. Nice play to get it on to Hanley, whose drive is handled by Lafreniere. Puck back to the line. Hanley pulls it through the crowd, blew a tire. Thomas has to get back into the play. Gadjovich through the crowd of players, got it in between the legs of Walters, and it wouldn't go. The draw away from Brandon Sajin, which is not easy to do. Nick Matanen off the boards to himself, and Suzuki came flying through to break that up and knock the puck down the rink. Gadjovich pins Landry in. Held on by Hancock, played into Jonah Gadjovich. Suzuki races onto it. Sajin will step down. Gadjovich pulls it off the backboards, and reaching out for it is capable.
Hold your breath if you're a Hamilton fan.
Phillips throws that through the crowd. Thomas was able to knock it down onto Ryan Moore. Moore striding wide. Cutting back. Threw it off the leg of Justin Lemke.
Again, puck gets turned over at the blue line, and it's a 4-on-3 the other way.
Lazarchuk steps through Moore's check, run off by Ben Gleason. Lazarchuk able to pull it right back. Lyle at the line. It bounced, deflected off of Thomas, and now Lemke off the boards to Ryan Moore. Moore to Rob Thomas. Off the backboards to Ryan Moore. He tried to bounce that one to the front of the net. Mckenzie steps in front. Moore will step down. Phillips turns back. Thomas hunting the puck. Lazarchuk slowly to it. And he's trapped into the board. Strome can't get it cleanly back to the line. Gleason will have to retreat.
They've had their challenges of playing just 500 hockey against the top 8 teams in the OHL. Where they've made their hay is against the bottom feeders. point percentage of 77.770 against teams in the bottom 11. And if they can continue to do that, they'll still find themselves in a good opportunity to win this Eastern Conference. But we've chatted about it. This is the kind of game you'd like to see Hamilton win to show that they are going to be a contender in the Ontario Hockey League playoffs.
Student each will step back. Still just over 7 minutes left. The Bulldogs will need a seriously strong effort in these last 7 to pull one out. Rob Thomas circles back to the puck. Thomas along to Jack Hanley. Nobody wants to go to the SR Center for the playoffs, as Suzuki lays this ahead for Gadjovich. They might be the first team in history to win a 7-game series in 3 games.
Yeah, they look impressive. Some equipment lying in front of the net there by Caden Fulcher. I don't know, there's a neck, part of his mask.
Looked like a visor is hand. The usual customers: Shushko, Hancock, Gadjovich, Suzuki, and Mckenzie. Oh, that is an impressive group of talent.
I wondered whether Todd Gill might just put a defenseman out there at this juncture in the game, nursing a 2-goal lead, and you've already given up a shorthanded goal.
Now here's Shushko with the puck, steps down. That one blocked on the way through. Caden Fulcher gets bumped into by Gadjovich, who I think got knocked down by Walters, who made a bit of a domino situation. Gadjovich around the back. Puck was played into the skates of Shushko. Now Hancock shovels along to Suzuki. Suzuki's shot, that was intentional for the tip, and Gadjovich got it, but Fulcher played it well. Gadjovich back to Suzuki, across for Hancock. He'll delay, now turns the corner with speed, and that one's blockered away by Fulcher. Thomas shovels it along, it won't come out. Shushko's drive, blocked bravely by Connor Walters. Puck laid back to the line, Suzuki's there. Across for Hancock. Played along, Mckenzie. That one given up, and it rolls past Jack Hanley's stick. Now it rolls on Gadjovich. Isaac Nurse gets to the puck. It comes off the boards and off Shushko. Good break there for Owen Sound. Shushko for Hancock. Kicked away by Fulcher. Isaac Nurse has got to be just about gassed at the end of the shift. He'll get off. Rob Thomas turns back. Thomas looking for somebody to get the puck to, and he'll just play it in deep. I've said it before, I've said it on the air, I've said it in social media. I'll put the Cable 14 crew up against anybody, anywhere, anytime, as Kaliev rolls this one back. Led, of course, by fearless leader Rob Newhouser.
The maestro.
That's right. Rob Thomas. Got to keep the boss happy.
Net empty in Hamilton side.
6-on-5, Ben Gleason. Across the line. Cade Landry throws it on. Puck bounces now. Kaliev throws it through and scores! Arthur Kaliev. Rob Thomas on the draw. I thought I heard a whistle to blow that dead.
I think it was just the noise of the crowd, and that puck just draw weight. Wave off the icing.
As Brandon Sajin brings that back forward. Nick Camano shovels it down low. Sajin collects it off the backboards. Entwistle tried to bring it through. Sajin controls it. Thomas in front for Strome. That pinballs. Gleason's got to get there, and does, but it'll come loose to Suzuki, who flips it out. Gleason knocked it down towards Gadjovich. Now Hancock's there. He can't get control. Thomas slides to keep the game alive. Now it comes loose to Suzuki. Fired it wide of the open goal. Gadjovich turns with it. We're under a minute to go. Bulldogs are 200 feet from where they want to be. Rob Thomas leads it out. Brandon Sajin sends it in off Trenton Bork. Jacob Friend around the boards. Strome cuts it off. Hancock digging in there. Now we got a pile up. Puck comes loose all the way to the corner. Friend jammed in. Thomas trying to get it loose. Half a minute to go. It's a rugby scrum in the corner, and it comes back to the line for Gleason. Fires it into the crowd. Second chance. Gleason kept it on the blue line. Camano got knocked down. Trent Bork.
There's a slashing call coming here.